Happy Wednesday. My name is Elizabeth, and I'm the Health and Fitness Coordinator at Bedford. And we're going to be doing a nice 15-minute desk stretch routine today. Nice little break from the workday. Just stretch out those muscles, get a little bit of relaxation in, feel reset for the rest of your day. So we're going to get started right now. All you need is your chair, and just sit up in your desk chair. Sit up nice and tall here. I'm going to do some shoulder rolls. So rolling the shoulders up, back, and down. Handful of times here. Working out the knots. Rolling those shoulders back after maybe being in front of the computer screen for a few hours. You can pause that. And from here, let's do some wrist rolls. So rolling the wrists out away from the body. And then reversing directions. Even these tiny little muscles in our hands and wrists are important to stretch because they can get tight. So now you're going to take your left arm, extend it forward, and then place your right hands over your left hand fingertips and kind of gently pull your left fingertips down towards the ground. So you stretch out that wrist. All right, release and switch sides. So extending the right arm forward with your palm facing the sky, and then taking your left hand and gently pulling your right fingertips down towards the floor. Sitting up nice and tall as you stretch this out. And release. All right, let's do a little trap stretch now. So take your right hand, place it on the left side of your head, and gently pull your head down to the right, to your right shoulder, stretching out your left trapezius. And release and switch sides. So left hand placed on the right side of your head, gently pulling your head to your left shoulder, towards your left shoulder. Definitely don't want it touching. That would be way too much of a stretch. Just holding here for a bit. All right, and release. Okay, you can come forward in your chair here, and we're going to do a little rotational stretch. So sitting up nice and tall, twisting your body to the right and looking over your right shoulders towards the back of the room. You can use the armrest on the right of your chair to help support you here. Getting a nice stretch through the spine. And release and switch sides. And release. Now we're going to stretch our chest out a bit here. So you can sit forward in your chair, clasp your hands behind your back, bring those hands back and down, opening up that chest, looking up towards the sky. Just slightly, you don't have to look straight up, just kind of slightly tilting your chin upwards. And you can, if it's helpful, you can place your hands on your seat here as a support as you stretch. And release. Okay, let's now do a nice shoulder stretch. So you're going to grab your left arm in between the kind of arm, elbow crevice of your right arm, pulling your left arm towards the right side of your body and also kind of pushing it back a bit. So you should feel a nice stretch through your shoulder and your deltoid here. Maybe close your eyes and take a few deep breaths. Sneak a little bit of mindfulness into this stretch break. And switch sides. Capturing that right arm in between your left elbow nook, we'll call it. And pulling that right arm to the left side of the room and also pushing it back a bit. Sitting nice and tall. And release. Okay, we're going to stretch out our triceps now. So pat your back with your left hand. Take a hold of the top of your left elbow with your right fingertips and just gently push that left arm down your back a bit and cradle your head between your arms. We'll hold here for a few breaths. And release. Shake out the arms a little bit and switch arms. So pat your back with your right hands, take your left fingertips and place them on your right elbow on the tip and gently push your elbow and arm, your right elbow and arm down your back a bit as you cradle your head between your arms. Closing your eyes, taking a few deep breaths here. And release. Shake those arms out. Get the blood flow back. Okay, now we're going to spread our arms overhead. Sit up nice and tall. Get a nice full stretch through the torso and the neck here. Feel as if a string is pulling you upwards. Fill up your lungs with air and let it go. We're going to just bend to the right. Sit up nice and tall. Bend to the left. Sit up nice and tall. And then we're going to just fold over our legs and our thighs and our shins here. Just folding forward as far as you can. Stretching out the lower back. And sitting back up. Let's take the right knee in towards the chest and hold it here for a few seconds. You're then going to place your right shin over your left thigh above your knee, just above your knee. Just let it sit there. You should get a nice stretch through the glute here. And if you want to deepen the stretch, you can just lean forward a bit and put a little bit of your weight on that right leg. Ooh, got a little hurt of my back crack. And release. And now you're going to take that left leg and pull it in towards the chest. And then place that right shin on top of your left shin on top of your right thigh above the knee. And again, if you want to deepen the stretch, just lean forward a bit, putting some of your weight on that leg that is resting on top. I hope you're all having a great Wednesday. To me, Wednesday starts the countdown to Friday, to the weekend. Monday, Tuesday can drag sometimes, but then once you hit Wednesday, I find like the rest of the week starts to fly by. All right, unravel your legs. I'm going to stretch out the hamstrings. So scoot to the edge of your seat, extend your legs out in front, and start to forward fold. So you might need to scooch back a little bit so you don't fall off the edge of your seat. But just fold over your legs here. You can have a slight bend in those knees, but otherwise, basically having your legs as straight as they can be. So you get that nice stretch in your hamstrings. All right, and come back up. We're now going to stand a little bit. Might as well get out of our chairs, right? You're going to stand up. We're going to do a standing quad stretch, so you can hold on to the back of your chair, and you're going to grab one of your feet behind your back with the arm on the same side of your body as that leg. So I've got my left foot cradled in my left hand behind my back, and you're gently pulling that foot up towards the sky so you activate those quads and get that stretch there. And if you want a little balance challenge, you can raise that right arm up towards the sky. Otherwise, you can just keep it resting on the back of your chair. And release. Now we're going to switch sides. Grabbing my right foot, my right hand behind my back, gently pulling that left foot up towards the sky as I hold on to the back of my chair for support, or extend the arm up towards the sky for a little bit of a challenge on your balance. All right, now we're going to do just a couple of squats, stretching out the whole lower body. So take your feet, I'll bring the camera down a bit here. Take your feet a little more than hip width apart, okay? That, point the toes slightly outwards, grab onto the back of your chair, and then just squat your weight back down into your glutes. So letting your weight sink back into your heels, sending the hips back towards the back of the room. We're just going to do 5 of those just to stretch the body out. Not quite full workout or anything, just getting a little bit of movement in. 2, 3, 4, 5. All right, great work. Don't know if you were expecting squats today, but I snuck them in. All right, last of all, let's do a little bit of a standing calf stretch. So let me actually bring that camera down again so you can see my feet. What you're going to do is keep hold of the back of your chair here and bring one foot in front. So I'm going to start with my left foot in front. Okay, just staggered stance a bit up front. And then you're going to push that right foot back a bit until you feel your right calf really stretch out. So it's a bit of a lunge. You're basically standing in a lunge here, but you're not like going fully down into a lunge. Sort of just like a little baby lunge, I guess. Just hold there. And switch sides. Hold. And release. All right, you can sit back in your chair and take one nice deep breath to mark the end of class. Let it all out. All right, thank you so much for joining me today. Hope you have a great rest of your day. Bye.